Hi guys, it's the Peppermint Apes here. It's myself, Ryan. We've got Lewis and Chris. Sam couldn't make it today. He's working. God, typical worker, isn't he?
Putting too much effort in, trying to pay the bills.
But we thought we'd do this little video
Sam.
really just to give you a bit of an update what we've been up to. Because the start of the year we was constantly putting content out, vlogs, music videos, we was doing gigs, solo Sundays, the lot. And I think the last couple of months you've not really heard much from us. So some people must be thinking, what's happened to them? Do they still exist?
We're still a band.
Yeah.
One thing that I've been doing every single month is vlogs, really, just more like a video diaries, kind of explaining what we've been doing, kind of highlighting the gigs, the behind the scenes stuff. And I've always enjoyed doing it. Yeah, the January vlog, the Feb vlog. But the last couple of months, I know I did say that I'd probably do like 2 months in one, but because we've all been so busy and gone back to work and not really had time to get together and rehearse, there was no point really vlogging that, really. So that's why there haven't been any vlogs.
No.
It's thrilling content, isn't it?
Yeah. So this month the band's been doing nothing.
See you next month, people.
This month we've been consistent. But
With nothing.
I've checked my calendar and it's empty all year.
But I thought I'd start with you, Lewis, because one of the reasons why we haven't done nothing is because of you little shit. I'm joking. But I suppose you've got a good excuse. You've become a dad.
I have. Yeah, I am. I'm a full-time dad at the moment. Yeah. My wife gave birth at the end of August, so I've been on paternity leave at the moment, and we've got a beautiful little baby girl, and she is the best thing ever. And she's it's just like you say, it's for anyone that is a parent or has got a newborn, you know how time consuming it is. So I'm sure you can get the gist of why we haven't really been doing much else. But no, it's brilliant. It really is fantastic. She's very special.
You've been very busy though in the evenings. Not really been sleeping, have you?
Yeah. She's, to be fair, she's doing really well lately. We're getting a bit of a routine for her now and everything, and she's sort of getting longer hours before waking up, which is good. Obviously, anyone will tell you, obviously the first couple of weeks, it's almost every hour and everything. But she's been good as gold recently. We're getting nice multi-hour sleeps at the moment, which is really, really good. So we're trying to find a way to balance the tiredness with your sort of normal day-to-day life.
No, exactly. And Chris, I mean, a few months ago, you and I was on furlough. Sam was on furlough. Lou, you've been working throughout, haven't you, from home? And Chris, and obviously for a little while you didn't have a job. Obviously sadly got made redundant, but you're working again now, and I think 100 miles an hour for you, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm flat out working at the moment. Been doing overtime as well, so it's just my time's just been completely put into that. It's just it's been crazy. I mean, I love the new job. It's great. It is the best job I've ever had, easily. Usually within I suppose when you get a new job, you say like it's a honeymoon period, isn't it? You think, oh, this is great, and then like a year down the line, you think, fuck. But it's really good. I'm enjoying it. It's good to get my hands on a career again, because I was going through, a couple of years ago, I was kind of just a bit sort of spaced out, and not really knowing what I wanted to do, and not really finding the right company that I was in. But now it's, I feel like I've got my feet on the ground a little bit with it, and it's given me the foundations to sort of build a life on it, if you know what I mean. So, I'm really enjoying my job. It's just taking a lot of time out. And plus, from being on furlough for so long, I just completely forgot what it's like to have a routine. So that in itself is just, that's thrown me. It's taken me a lot of months to adjust back to it. Like, I was like 2 weeks of in denial, like, I'm not fucking working again. And I'm just like, no, I'm back to it now. I'm enjoying it again.
There's only so much Netflix and waking up whenever you want you can do.
Oh, right? No. Yeah. Well, I was actually fortunate enough, I was still taking Lucy to work every day. Like, that's my other half. And for anyone who's watching who doesn't know, who the fuck's Lucy? But
it's just this random stranger.
Yeah, I just take this nutter to work every day. But yeah, then that was getting me up in the mornings, and taking her to work. Way, but Yeah, no. So that I was keeping a routine that way. A few days I didn't take it to work, and so I was sort of sleeping in, and then like as you know, Ryan, sort of the day sort of runs away from you a bit, doesn't it? You end up sort of just becoming a bit of a zombie, and you've sort of been in your underpants till 2 in the afternoon.
I was like that before furlough. What are you on about?
Just wearing a shirt now, aren't you? Nothing else.
Yeah, stand
I
up.
better not stand up.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I mean, the same with myself. I mean, yeah, on furlough, getting used to doing nothing. But at the same time, we'll come to it in a second, guys, because obviously we were busy as a band technically, and I think we utilised it. But it's gone. I'm an estate agent. For anyone that didn't know, some people have probably been checking out some other videos, and I've mentioned it before. But the property market's just gone through the roof, literally. You know, it's just.
Yeah.
And it does. You get this in the property market. You get quiet times, and it gradually gets busier, and you notice the increase kind of thing. But this was like 0 to 100 miles an hour. It was like being on stealth at Fort Park. There was no time to sort of adapt to it. You just get pushed into like loads of appointments. So I've been busy. Like today, I'm still in my suit because I finished work really late because I've had loads of appointments, and not complaining because I love what I do. Other than music, I think it's one of the best jobs you can have for me personally. So, but it can be really tiring and takes its toll. So, and in terms of Sam, obviously he can't make it tonight, but he's been pretty flat out, hasn't he? Working.
Oh yeah, he's been working every hour and all over the shop again. Yeah, so he's very, very busy, very busy lad, isn't he?
Yeah, and very enthusiastic.
He's been doing his training as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So really, I thought we'd give people a bit of an update. I mean, another thing that we were doing. So obviously during furlough, we started doing a lot of recordings, didn't we, and learning songs, and we put the 1975 video out. And Chris, you started. You kind of pushed it. It was your idea, the solo Sundays. So that's really good, guys. Yeah. People are on our YouTube channel, the Peppermint Apes. Do check out the section Solo Sundays. It's pretty much all Chris.
He's the talented one.
But to be fair, that's what I loved about it. He just constantly was consistent. Still haven't had one from you yet, Lou. We've got to get a Solo Sunday from you.
Oh, mate, it's on the back burner at the moment.
Anyone would think you just had a baby. No. But,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
But again, I think Chris, that was another thing.
Yeah. Make an effort.
But Chris, I think that's another thing. Now, obviously, we all went back to work, didn't we? So I think we were looking to do a every single Sunday, but it's just that's had a bit of a break at the moment as well. We've also been working on a music video as well, a Sam Fender cover, but we've had to put that on the back burner because it's just getting all together and finalising the shots. So I think for people that are watching, we gain new fans. We've got people that have been following us over the last years, the last 10, 12 years kind of thing. From your perspective, Lewis, where do you see the band? And if someone was watching this, wondering what we've been up to and what's coming up next year or the end of the year, what would you say to people?
Yeah, it's a really good question. It's a difficult one to give a sort of well thought out answer because you know what it's like. We started to kind of obviously ease lockdown and a lot more sort of hospitality sector started opening up, and obviously life started to go a bit more normal, and a lot of people returning back to work, and then obviously we've now gone back to obviously like more restrictive measures and things, especially in hospitality, obviously, which is for a band, that's our bread and butter, isn't it? That's bars, wedding venues, pubs, all that sort of thing, is obviously what a lot of musicians and bands rely on. So the fact that that's currently only restricted to 10 p.m, but obviously they're not allowing bands at the moment anyway. So as we're heading into winter, if things kind of get worse, then obviously and we'll have more restrictions. There's still going to be even less things on the horizon for most bands at the moment, including us. So I think we're trying to be as productive as we can be with the time that we've got available. So that's, as you mentioned, Ryan, obviously we've been working on a couple of covers that we've, since restrictions were eased, we've been able to meet up and, try and get better quality video, because obviously when you're at home, there's only so much you can do, isn't there? So
rather than just doing a lockdown style video, which we may do again in the future if the restrictions get heavier, but we wanted to try and do something a little bit better this time, didn't we?
Yeah. So obviously we've been working on trying to put that together and sort of brainstorming the whole thing. So there's definitely some good things on the horizon in that front. And again, who knows? We might end up putting out, some new original songs. I mean, it's hard to say. I think at the moment, I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like we kind of we're taking it day by day and seeing, and I don't mean that as if we've got no plan at all, but obviously we're limited to either doing remote stuff or, basically video format or audio if for podcasting. So I think for us on the horizon, it's, digital media content is what we're going to be putting out, including our video. So I think in the immediate future, it will either be, more cover content on news or maybe even some original stuff, which we haven't done for a long time. It might just end up that way that we, bash our heads together and something cool comes up. But yeah, I think, like I say,
One day at a time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? What's your sort of vision of, towards the end of this year and plans for next year?
So basically, I feel it's sort of the same as Lewis. We've got some gigs booked next year, but realistically, with the way restrictions are at the moment, if those restrictions stay or get worse, then I don't think those gigs are going to really be realistic, are they? So I just kind of think that our online presence for covers and things like that is we're going to be working on mostly next year. Towards the end of this year, I'm going to try and get a few more solo Sundays done. Obviously, we might occasionally meet up and go over some songs and stuff, might we? But I think it's going to be the online thing really that's going to be where we're going to be next year, in my personal opinion. What about yourself?
Yeah, I agree with you both. I think I'm not saying 2020 now's a write-off, but I don't think we're going to put anything out there that's going to, take the world
break the internet.
Yeah. But the good thing is we've actually got in a couple of weeks' time, apart from yourself, Lewis, obviously with what's being a new dad, etc. But me, Chris, and Sam, we've got some studio time booked. So as long as the numbers don't go up really high by then, and the restrictions don't change or anything like that, then the three of us may get together and rehearse again, because that would be great to be back in the studio, wouldn't it? And because we've not actually rehearsed since March, have we? I think one of the vlogs that we did.
No.
So we are planning to learn new songs as well, update the covers as well. But just even playing, I think our first rehearsal really, I know it'd be good just to refresh the set, to remember how to play what we already play, really. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing. But I think the plan for me, and I'm sure for all of us really, the way I see it now is just be safe, do what we need to do, get back to normal in terms of work, etc., and really plan to have a good 2021. And when it is time, we will obviously try and, like you say, Chris, push the online presence, etc. But eventually, when it is safe to do so, become that good live band again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's good to have something on the horizon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something that we can sort of aim for and have an idea of where we want to go, because like we've said so many times now, we were working really hard, weren't we? And obviously things were coming together really nicely, and then obviously, a bit of a blip. But I think we've proven we can still be productive, and we've made some really good stuff so far that I think we're really proud of. So
I think we can be very proud of this year. I think we can be very proud of this year. I mean, I know, we'll still, I'm sure, for the rest of this year, maybe do a couple of podcasts and things like you said, Chris, you might put out a solo Sunday. So we're still going to put stuff out, but it's going to be a bit hit and miss in terms of consistency at the moment. But I think at the end of the year, we'll probably do like an end of year review, a big podcast. But just whilst we're on that, I think just looking back at the year so far, I think considering we were a new band in terms of this lineup, and we hit the ground running. We got a new PA, didn't we? And we went out and we did the gigs, and was quite, getting tighter every gig that we were playing, learning loads of new songs quickly. And then unfortunately COVID happened, but we didn't give up. It was kind of fortunate in a way that we had furlough, because it gave us more opportunity, didn't it, to work on videos, etc. And I think we utilised it. I think looking back at your months, we did so much, which I'm so proud of. Could we have done a little bit more? You can always push for more, can't you? But I think at the end of the day, whatever happens for the remainder of this year is only a blip of the future of the Peppermint Apes. So I'm looking forward to the future. But thanks for watching, guys. If you want to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/the Peppermint Apes, please give us a little like. And we're also on YouTube. So give us a subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and leave us a comment. Cheers.